Village SOS was a UK-wide campaign. During 2015-2016, it was able to engage with over 450 enterprising rural projects, each providing a service to their local community. Over 1,800 people signed up to the campaign, demonstrating interest and ongoing support for rural action. During the campaign, Village SOS worked with 43 partners to ensure UK-wide coverage, enabling individuals and communities to take part.
Village SOS offers support to groups and organisations in rural areas throughout the UK. These projects are providing a service in these local communities and ensure that local residents are able to continue accessing shops, pubs, community meeting spaces, healthcare, childcare, older people services, sports clubs, amongst many more. Now, these projects heavily rely on volunteers, and the support available from Village SOS has been geared to working with these individuals to prioritise their activities and to progress local action.
The campaign's design has focused on the 3 C's, helping projects build capacity, increasing their capability, and ultimately leaving people feeling more confident about their work. Over 12 months, this ethos has enabled communities to make the campaign bespoke, ensuring that Village SOS is working effectively at a local level. To show you how the 3 C's work on a practical level, we're going to take you to some of our Village SOS projects from across the UK. In this case study, we learn how one community builds support for a community shop by addressing well-being.
When I heard about the Heart of the Village campaign, it did appeal to me because it seemed to be community-led. From what I can understand, they wanted to create a central place where people could meet.
It's been great to see the school getting involved in it. The headmaster and the teachers they've got one of the children's write an article about it. So it's good to see the very youngest people in the community thinking about what the future is.
Health-wise, social isolation leads to illness, leads to depression, leads to great unhappiness, leads to marital problems. If we can provide a facility that helps the community, that helps people feel involved, it'll just be wonderful for people's health and well-being and wonderful for the village and community.
In Cardigan, Wales, this community raised over £200,000 when they galvanised their community's entrepreneurial spirit.
I went round the local banks cap in hand, but of course it hadn't been done before. Another door slammed. And I found myself one evening going to the local credit union, and of course it was the same there. They couldn't help, but in that meeting I met Chris Thomas and Clive Davies.
So the idea was to provide a community share offer for the people of Cardigan, whereby they buy a share and the money raised from the shares will be able to purchase the site then, and then they would have a return on their investment, their share dividend call it, annually from what was done from here as a commercial going.
It's vitally important, whether it be renewable energy schemes, the local shop, the local pub, anything. You need to get people involved and informed from the very outset.
Tourism is a lifeline for many communities across the UK. This group channelled their energy into heritage and through it have made a serious step forward in growing their economy.
CCDC was formed primarily as an action group, a pressure group to stop council allowing the building behind me to fall into disrepair.
We were desperate, obviously, to get Garrison up and running as an entity again, basically with whatever we could, but with a tourist slant, obviously, is what we really wanted. And the first step is what we have had to date, in that we've had the building restructured, rebuilt, and it's a wonderful building. It's got a museum inside it, it's got the cafe, and it's got great tourist potential from that point. And the next step, as far as we're concerned, is develop the rest of the grounds to make it a real tourist asset. So we were very pleased to see the success they had, and they've done a great job since.
I think it's priceless. I think something like the Garrison gives something to the local community, but it also gives something to tourism, which is major, you know, for the shopkeepers and the islanders as such. So I think more and more of that investment would be absolutely fantastic and be really well called for.
Social cohesion is vital for any community. In Northern Ireland, we see how effective community groups can be when trying to break down barriers.
A lot of villages and areas face the same common problems and issues in their village, so most of them haven't got a shared space, for example, and I suppose shared space in Northern Ireland is very, very different from probably what it would be in England. Here we would classify shared space as somewhere that maybe a neutral venue would be, that somewhere that people from a Protestant background can attend as well as people from a Catholic background.
Most importantly to me, it's about people knowing that this is a safe place where their children can come to.
Part of the problems we have sometimes is perception of young people creating antisocial behaviour rather than actually doing antisocial behaviour. So projects like this take the young people from the street, they engage them in positive activities, they engage them in healthy eating, physical exercise, they engage them in creative, and also encourage them to take more ownership of their role within the community.
A good catalyst for change is innovation. This group in the east of England were awarded over £600,000 for their grand designs.
This is going to be a UK first passive house building. It's a low energy use building. One of our project needs is to ensure that we deliver a building that is economical for the future, to ensure that it can remain open and well managed for years to come, also to ensure that it's economically accessible for all the groups. We needed to provide opportunities for older people to socialise, and we needed to provide opportunities for adults to learn new skills.
Really what they were trying to do is to enable a place where they could all come round to communicate with each other, meet up, bringing them in off the streets and being able to have them in a safe area.
So whilst we've offered an opportunity for individuals to interact online via our website, social media accounts, and we've also launched a mobile app, the most effective way for groups to get involved was to meet with people face to face. We've got a network of organisations across England, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales, as well as Village SOS mentors located throughout the UK that have been able to work with projects on a one-to-one level. That kind of relationship enables a group to develop at their own pace and help their ideas and projects to flourish.
To find out more about Village SOS projects in your area, or to hear of other sources of support, please keep in touch with your local Village SOS organisation.